All right, what else? Other thoughts, comments, questions?
This question has to do pretty much with the nepotism sections. I know most communities tend to hire family members, especially when, say, a mother lives or works already in one department. They'll hire a kid and all those type of things for permanent jobs too. But the other way around it, I've noticed too, is that, say, one mayor knows a family member or whatever it is, he'll have the adjacent community hire him instead. And then they'll hire the family member in the community over there, just swapping them back and forth. Does that fall in line anywhere in this?
It absolutely falls
under
around it. That is not a way around it. Now, I'm not saying people haven't occasionally gotten away with that, but that doesn't make it legal, because here's why. The law doesn't say, there's nowhere in the public contract statute that says, okay, it's a 4th-degree felony if I hire or influence a contract, if I get a public contract for someone in my family in my jurisdiction. That's not what the law says. What 292142 says, 42A1 says is, I cannot influence, obtain, use my authority to authorize, to get, to obtain a public contract for a member of my family, period. So that's why I said, if your family member's applying for a job at your city, an adjacent city, the county, the state, the feds, whomever, that's still a public contract. We cannot be part of that influence. Now, has it happened? Obviously, you've seen it happen, but that doesn't make it legal. And here's what I'd say. If you see it happening, we do rely on people letting us know. Remember how many people I said are in public service that are subject to the ethics law? 700,000? Do you know how many people work for the Ethics Commission that regulate those 700,000 people? 21. Yeah. So, are we everywhere all at once? Not even close. So, therefore, do we rely on other people helping us keep informed? Absolutely. In fact, I would say a lot of the nepotism, the majority, vast majority of nepotism cases, we don't know about before the hire is done. We rarely think, I think they're interviewing their family. It's usually, hey, Ethics Commission, so-and-so hired their whomever. We find out after the fact. So we do rely on people to let us know. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Question, if we're having a city-sponsored event and city officials, elected officials, are going to officiate over the event, should we exempt city employees and or family members from winning significant prizes?
That's a good question. The Ethics Commission would probably, in general, say, yeah, that's probably a good idea to do it that way. You know, and I don't know that we've had tons of examples of that, but that certainly, even from a public perception perspective, it's probably not a bad idea to err on the side of caution. Yeah, there was a city once that one of their employees won. Do you know if you go to a conference and there's door prizes for these conferences, and there was a city employee raffle, and they raised money. I know what it was. They raised money at this raffle, and they bought 3 defibrillate, whatever that word is, defibrillate, shock thing, that thing. Yes, they bought 3 of those, one for the library, one for City Hall, and one for another public venue, because it's something they'd been wanting for a while. And they asked their city employees, don't buy a ticket. And again, I'm not sure if it was an issue of someone actually breaking the law versus them worried that somebody would say this whole contest was rigged, I think was kind of their thinking. So, and you can appreciate why that would be. Others?
Well, maybe this goes to Matt's point. So it's really avoiding the appearance of an impropriety, and that's maybe the judicial standard. But it sounds like, you know, it sounds like that's what you're saying, that if it even if it's kind of doesn't, if it smells funny, I mean, it's just even, it seems like that would violate the public's trust, even if it's legitimate.
That happens all the time, doesn't it? There really are occasions when our advice to people back is, actually, that's not illegal, but we'll actually put in the advice to them, but you might want to be aware of how the public will react. That actually does make it into our opinion sometimes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Any final questions?
Any more?
Well, let's give a big round of
applause
applause
to Susan.
you
so much. Thank you very much. Comments? Thank you.
I do have to admit, I thought this was going to be boring, but it was not. So, you know, go back to your cities and tell them to tune in and go on our website and dial up and be entertained. At the same time, learning good information. I just wanted to make a clarification that the September 16th forum that we're going to have, that is after the September primary for the county executive. Okay, so there'll be a Democrat, there'll be a Republican, and there'll be as many independents that are filed by the filing deadline. Of course, the independent filings is, I believe it's the day before the primaries. The independents, same, okay, so June 24th is filing deadline. And so we're not going to be having the forum with district council people. This is for the county executive. And so far, all the declared candidates have agreed to come to the NOCCA forum. And we will have a celebrity from the news media or radio to be the moderator on this. And we look forward to having this. We're probably going to have it in a theater venue. So you'll have more information on that. Thank you very much for attending. And I wore my Cavs tie. Go Cavs. Matt?
Just one comment. We have some newer members here. I'd encourage everyone to go to our website and look at it. We also give scholarships out, so you should consider if you want to further your desire to better yourself as a policymaker. Go to our website. There's information there. Talk to Chuck or Danita or Dad. They can give you more information about. There's a lot of wonderful things that this organization offers, more than just the forums. So we really want you to, particularly you newer people, to get involved and become more involved in this organization.
Okay, thank you, Matt. For those that maybe did not pick that up, you know, you're always welcome to go to our website. And he also brought up the fact that there are some scholarships available. The easiest way to get to our website is to Google it, Northeast Ohio City Councils Association. We wanted to have NOCCA, but if you just do NOCCA, you get something else. So we have NOCCAasso.org. So just Google Northeast Ohio City Council Association or look at one of the flyers or your email. Well, thank you very much for attending. And Susan,
Thank you.
congratulations. Very entertaining and very informative. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we want those scholarships.